Jorochi was first.
Hello everyone. This game is very loud and suddenly fiery. Welcome in, Jaro. Good to see you again. I've been doing well. How about you? Been streaming anything cool lately? What's GTFO? I feel like I should know that, but I don't. Also, yeah, let's see what this is. So this is a demo. We're playing a bunch of games and demos for today. This is called Funeral for the Sun. That's very distressing that it paused the sound when I went into this menu. There's only one option, master volume. This is the volume is the master of all. It has consumed every other option. I don't know what this is about. It seems like it's kind of like a logic deduction type of game, but we'll see, I guess. Also, let's make sure that everything is working. Seems like it is. I think we're good to go. Let's see what this is about. This person's about to get eaten by like a dragon, it seems like. Oh. The sun should have set long ago. Has it really only been 3 days? I can barely remember the last time I stepped on solid land. Not too bad. Been a little busy, so I've mostly lurked. But yeah, last game was GTFO. It's an extraction type game. Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. You know, it's an extraction game, so you got a GTFO. Let's see. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of like puzzly type games here recently, like detective deduction type stuff. Mom always said that time gets sticky here when you're deep in the river's veins. I suppose now I'm starting to understand what she meant. Rays of orange light beat down on my skin. The canoe's hull lurches back and forth in an endless rhythm. Everything about this place makes me nauseous. I like how orange it is. The old man, however, remains unbothered by this. He balances effortlessly on the canoe, humming a song perfectly attuned to every sound the jungle makes. The tall shadows envelop the old boat as it begins to approach the shore. We're nearing your destination, he says with a smile. Very, like, pausing when it gets to, like, certain points. I should thank the boatsman before proceeding. Move around with the arrow keys or WASD. You should capitalize this. Press E to interact with nearby objects. Alternatively, you could also point and click on interactable objects. Confirm you understand. I will confirm I understand, certainly. I have a notebook. Very animated. Web. Killed. That's very ominous for your first selected option. Couple, parent of. Those are my 3 options. A couple, parent of, or killed. We can combine stuff. Are they the same person? Oh, interesting. Memories. No memories yet. We've lost our memories. Write down any information you wish to save on this page or this page. I see. Guide. Progress, 50 flowers found, 60 names solved, 70 connections made. I assume that's not for the demo. Moving was the rookies. Alright. Let's talk. Hey, what's up? Thanks for the ride. The eyes man. The eyes man. The man's eyes meet mine from under his straw hat. Hacienda's right up that way. Why is a city girl like you so interested in that old ruin anyway? Oh, the question caught me off guard. Well, this place got burnt down in the 60s, right? I'm writing my thesis on why and how it happened. So you're like a historian or something, huh? Never seen a historian so deep in the woods, at least not since I was a kid. Did you grow up around here? Of course I was. I've been here my whole damn life. All the articles I've read about the incident said that no one was able to survive the fires. 700 people burned to ashes in a single night. Ominous. Would you be willing to answer some questions of mine? It'd be really nice to have the perspective of a living townsman. He looks down for a moment. Why can't you let dead things rot? Pardon me? Nothing. Well, listen, I ain't gonna tell you anything you can't get from reading a damn book or an old news article. How do you think those books get written, sir? Do you think they just spawn from nowhere? People have to go to the places to learn what to write about. What do you mean? I'm sure there's so many stories you could tell. Answer's no, kid. Now stop bothering me and go do your little school project. Names discovered. Solanor. Alright. Let's walk. Oh, I can slip and slide my way all across. Look at me, moonwalking everywhere. Alright. The boatman's canoe. Why is it all the way over here? The way it bobs up and down makes it look alive, breathing with each wave. Like, why is there a dock when he didn't even dock? Why didn't he dock his canoe? That's weird. What are you doing, sir? Oh, why does pressing up do this? Huh? If you walk too far, you can't interact with it. That's funny. This is it. Solanor's Hacienda in the flesh. It's one of the only buildings left standing after the fires in '68, at least according to Mom. She didn't mention it'd be so big, though. I should find a way in, or to get in, but the flower to my left catches my eye. All right, let's have our eye caught. A cacophony of blue shoots up through my eyes. Vertigo takes hold as my feet cling to the ground. I am somewhere else. A teenager tries to pull a young boy out of the viscous tar pit. His face strains with the effort. The little boy has a scar on his cheek. That's not just on his cheek. I seem to be completely invisible to them. Even when trying to get their way, their bodies seem to utterly pass through mine as if I were a ghost. Help! Help! The young boy squeals. He jerks his head and shoulders violently, trying to squirm his way out. The teen is quick to reply, "Shut up, Oscar! Can't you see I'm trying? Did Carmelo shove you in?" The young boy doesn't answer. I want to beat the shit out of that kid. New portraits have been added to your journal. Press tab or B to open it. Confirm I understand. Why can I not? Why do I have to click the button? Why can't I just press space? Alright. Drag and drop a new portrait into the journal. Alright, so I don't really know their names. I know there's a Carmelo. Oh wait, Oscar. Can I reread the... Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's Oscar. Alright. So there's another kid named Carmelo somewhere. From the hill, a woman cups her hands together and calls out to the two boys. Jose, did you push your brother into the tar pit? I'm trying to get him out of this mess, you old hag. Hag! Oh god, just help me out for once, Nana. He's too fat for me to carry. Help! The boy in the tar pit continues to wallow. She tightly grabs onto a golden rosario and mutters, "These Solanor children will be the death of me." Alright. We've got a Nana. We've got Oscar Solanor. Oops. No, I don't want killed. There's Jose Solanor. Alright. Huh? A conqueror statue. At its base, there's a plaque with these words written. Under this sepulcher, lies the one true founder, Franco Solanor, the Serpent King, 1529 to 1629. Franco Solanor. A young boy hides in the weeds, barely containing his laughter. So this is Carmelo. Maybe that's his, yeah, that's his first name, I guess. Because it's, they have him separated. Alright. Are they all Solanors? Oops. A nearly dried up tar pit. Its pitch black surface is interrupted by dozens of tiny animal bones. A snake's skull, a coyote's femur, a bird's rib. They look like stars in a miniature galaxy. I wonder how long it's been since they got trapped. It must have been so unbearably long, floundering there, slowly starving to death and hollowing out from the inside. That sounds pretty awful, for sure. Yet that span of time is just a blip compared to the centuries, hell, even maybe millennia that their bones lived, trapped long after death. It makes me nauseous, so I look away. A statue once stood here, though there's only a pile of rubble left now. Conqueror's statue. I tried to read the copper plaque at its base, but erosion has made it largely illegible. This is all I could decipher. I wish I could see what this looked like in the past. The front entrance to the hacienda, it won't budge. There's a faded out fire, wheat pasted hastily on the doors. It reads, "Evacuation order, final warning. I'd find another way into the house." Oh. Was the statue here before? The statue is still broken. And there's lots of places to walk right now, so... An old, jacaranda tree stump has a heart etched into it. The letters M plus N emblazoned in its center. M plus N, gotta keep track of that. A locked door, it won't open. There's a golden knob with strange keyhole just underneath it. You can see the whole Rutherford oil rig from here. What's left of it, anyway? Rutherford. A man sits by a cliff, smoking weed with a woman. Head lies gently on his shoulder. I think they're kind of like on the wrong sides for that to be happening. The man has a scar on his cheek. "So why'd you come back after all these years? You knew your family would be like this?" The man sighs. "Look, I appreciate you tagging along, but this is personal." "Oh, fuck off with the 'this is personal'." She tries to imitate his voice. "How many years have I known you, dude? You were an asshat for most of those. Please just trust me for once." Jesus, fine. He takes a letter out from his breast pocket and hands it to her. "Why didn't you show me this sooner?" Her eyes widen as she begins to read. "Because you really shouldn't be getting involved." Who even wrote this? My Nana. "Amadis, your maid?" Another voice calls out from far away. "What's that god-awful smell? Shit, it's Nate. Quick, put it out and hide it." The two laugh as they begin digging a hole in the ground. They bury the bag neatly just under the surface. Alright, we suspect that two people might be the same people. Well... these two are definitely the same. But I kind of have a little suspicion. The way they said stuff. Carmelo had a little transition, it seems. You had a name. Amadis. Are they a couple? Did they start dating? We'll see, I guess. A man walks up from the path to the oil rig. He's clearly annoyed at something. What's that god-awful smell? So his name is Nate, they said. He's probably Rutherford because he's very white looking. 3 names confirmed, let's go. Alright. The wall has been vandalized with graffiti. It says, "You're no King Franco." Looks recent too. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here to look at. There was an M plus N, but it doesn't look like we have any M names at the moment, so... Sometimes characters' documents will reference hidden objects. Clicking on or walking near a hidden object will reveal it. What? Something purple shimmers under layers of dirt. Brushing away the sediment, I find a small purse with a purple zipper. I unzip it, and my nose is salted with the smell of decades-old spoiled weed, turned mostly into mush. The purse has a tag on it with C. Acosta written above the manufacturing details. Acosta. You see the, okay. So that means I will have to examine, like, click or like get close to things to try to reveal stuff that might be hidden. Let's see if there's anything over here then, just in case. Behind the bushes, there's an old wooden door. It's covered by plant life. Maybe I should come back later once I know a little bit more about this world. Go get stuck in the tar pit now. Nothing else in here. Does that... I don't know if anything secret will pop up in the night version or the past version. This isn't written yet. All right, let's go forward. Oh, new flower. I can't get down with all these thick plants in the way. Anything? It doesn't seem like there would be anything secret here though, because it's too narrow. A bright orange fire rages through the oil rig. A colossal shadow engulfs all the light around it. Wings carpet the sky with black. Logically, I know it won't hurt me. Nothing else in this world seems to know I'm here. But still, I can't help but be afraid in the darkness. I collect myself. The blonde man is barely alive. He wheezes desperately for air. He has a large gash on his back, a gruesome cut that exposes the bone from his spinal cord. It looks like the claw of an enormous beast. Peeking out of his pocket is a blood-soaked business card. I can only make out the end of his name, Ford. Make a connection. So this killed Nate, I guess. Hey Splats, how's it going? Why the random sub unlock? Or emote unlock? Alright, let's see. Does that help me? Is there a reason to do this? The beast's pitch black feathers make it impossible to spot against the dark sky. were it not for the raging fire behind it. Its massive form gets slowly revealed as the flames dance, but what is truly captivating me are its eyes. Eyes filled with such a focused crimson blue that they shine brighter than the moon and all the stars around it. They're like two small suns with the power to light up the very atmosphere. It closes them for a moment, and I'm blinded by the darkness. Is there anything else? What's that thing next to the house? Oh. Alright. The note is tacked onto the wall. It says, Doña Herrera, please restock the pantry with eggs. I would like to bake a cake for Oscarito's return. Herrera. Please restock the pantry with eggs. I'm not sure exactly what Doña means, but we haven't really met anyone else, so we're just gonna fill that in for now. Egg cakes. A broken radio sits atop the windowsill. It can't be turned on. Alright. Oh, there's kind of a interesting fight going on here. A man pins another against the adobe wall. Pots and pans shudder from the impact. They're both bleeding profusely. Why are you making me do this? Why'd you turn out like this? He's barely holding back tears as he drops his head on the other's shoulder. The other winces with pain, failing at his attempts to smile through it. He spits in the scarred man's face. You'd have let us all burn down if you had the chance. I'm protecting you from yourself. You know nothing about her. She was a fucking monster. They all are. You're just too busy rolling around in the mud to... A knife cuts through his words and his throat. Blood curdles down and stains both their shirts. Shut up. He lets go of the knife in the other's body. It plops clumsily on the floor. He looks at it for a while with a hint of a smile forming before turning to the door behind him. Jose! He sees a woman looking at him from the doorway. Alright, so I think we want to combine you and you. We don't know about this person yet, though. A radio fills the air with crumpled static noise. Bodies from yesterday's fire are still being identified from the ashes. Yesterday's fire? The story I've always heard was that the fire wiped out town in a single night. Mr. Rutherford, presumed amongst the deceased, has still not been found. The whole town of Cerro Milagroso prays for any sign of the young patron. So did Jose die? Okay, yeah. So Oscar killed Jose. What did you do? Oh, this is your fault too. This is your fault too. He gets angry as he repeats these words. I'm sorry, she whimpers. Her words trace off. The scarred man approaches. I'll kill the whole bloody lot of you! The scream reverberates across the house. Okay. Good going, Jose. Or Oscar. A gossip column from July 1st, 1937 lies on the windowsill. It reads, Solonor's son will not bear the founder's name. In an unprecedented move, the patriarch of the family has broken the 16th generation trend. There doesn't seem to be anything useful past the headline. The page is mostly littered with ads of women in swimsuits, applying sunscreen, the latest in home cooking technology, and a call out for English and piano lessons. Oops. Go back, go back. A woman cries over a corpse. Its face is unrecognizable through the gore. I'm sorry, she repeats to herself. A sullen older man speaks to another a young man holding up a notebook and pen. The young man is wearing a badge. It says, Senor Enrique Pasareo. So let me get this straight. You're saying this random assailant storms in through the pantry, knifes the brother, then comes out here to shoot the other one with her hunting rifle? Seems to be the case. I was out fishing. I only arrived after shots were fired. And you witnessed this exactly as he describes, ma'am. He turns over to look at the woman. Her mind is adrift. Ma'am? Yes, it was like that. Why didn't they just use the gun from the start? You sure ask a lot of questions, Kike. I'm a detective. And I'm grieving, let us be. You think this has anything to do with the fires? I said let us be! Alright, well, we know your name. It's on your name tag. Enrique Pasareo. We don't know your name. We know that you didn't have the Solanor name. However, whatever that exactly means. Yep. Oh, well, his name is not Franco. Or someone's name is not Franco. Anyway. On the floor is a calendar from 1968. Its pages are pretty faded, but I'm surprised at how legible it still is. You can press save memory to store it in your notebook. Alright. How do I save memory? Oscar turns 24 and Chiara turns 4. Amadis turns 85. My birthday. Flowers to L. Franco turns 57. Jose turns 31. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. 8th birthday. Madeline turns 12. Flowers to Mama. Papa turns 80. There's a lot of names. Flowers to Marta. So how do I save it to a notebook? Oh, there it is. So how does this go? Oh. That's not what I want. These are all on different pages. Wait. Wait, when I click save memory, what happens? Okay. How do I view the rest of it? How do I view the rest of it? What's the point of saving the memory? Can I just view it, like, from right here? Okay, I can, okay. Okay, good. I won't worry about that too much right now. Thick vines prevent my access to the second floor. If only I could cut through. Alright. I mean, this is a game about flashbacks, just not particular. It's, you know, this is kind of how it is. Calendar's nailed to the wall. It looks like today. Okay, let's save this memory. This is a comparison. Torches dance around the perimeter of the house, accompanied by steady drums and shouting townsfolk. Occasionally, sensitivies appear from under the fire, trying to peer through the windows. The workers united will never be divided, they chant alongside numerous other slogans. I'll give it a week, they'll fall in line. They just need to let their anger out in a controlled environment. Besides what, Mr. Solanor? The blonde man behind him responds. My son Jose can handle things if they go south, just like last time. He's interrupted by a shout from across the room. The two men turn quickly in the direction of the sound. Let go of me! Let's add his name. A woman stares blankly through the window at something beyond the torch fire. She's seen better days, judging from her tangled hair, sullen eyes, and stained dress. She carries a checkerboard fabric across her shoulder and clings to it tightly as her eyes start to rest. She's alone in this house. Oh, this is the calendar. Hold on. A woman tries to slip away from the gathering unnoticed. Where are you trying to go? The drunk man grabbles her bicep. The leather fabric of her jacket squeaks loudly from his grip. What's it to you? I know you're up to something, I just can't prove it. Let go of me! The fuck is your problem, man? A scarred man rushes down the stairs. This commie's planning something, he says, slurring his words. I'm on to you. He lets go of her arm and chuckles. Alright, let's see what this says. July 19th. Oh, it doesn't say anything. Alright, let's not save this memory then. Torch stands around the perimeter of the house. Alright. Who's knocking? Someone's knocking loudly on the door. I open it. Hello. I forget how big this place was. The boatman's voice reverberates through the walls, almost clinging to them. I wonder for a moment what his history with this place is. Hi again. Have you changed your mind about the interview? Nope. Well, why are you here then? He pauses for a moment. I figured that this is the least I could leave you with. He hands me a golden key with a small red ruby inlaid on it. It'll take you something to mine. It'll take you to something mine. Wait, who are you? Did you once live here in this house? Thought you were a historian or something. You tell me. You're quite grating, you know that? He says nothing more and closes the door behind him. Alright, I guess we'll have to put him somewhere. They implied that Oscar died too, so is it Oscar? Maybe he's Enrique. I just talked to the boatsman here. After entering the house, he gave me a key that he said led to something belonging to him. Why does the boatsman have such a fancy-looking key in the first place? Who is he? Oops. Oh, it's a way out. Thick vines gently sway from the ceiling, breathing the damp and dusty air. Spores cling to their skin. Just past them, I can make out a giant room. It's such a shame I can't access it. Oh, she 3D. Oh, I forgot that there should be some maybe hidden accessible things if we rub our face against everything. No random tools hanging out anywhere. What is that down there? Is there a way to get there, I wonder? Still can't do anything here. Secret tunnels! A door that is his. There's no way out this way. Alright, we did get some. Let's read this memory again. Stopped on July 18th. January 17, Oscarita turns 24. Chiara turns 4. Amadis turns 85. My birthday. Flowers to L. Franco turns 57. Jose turns 31. Marta and Nate's anniversary. Nate's birthday. Madeline turns 12. Flowers to Mama. Papa turns 80. Marta turns 30. Who is Marta? Is it her? Her name has popped up a lot. Okay, so these two are a couple. Alright, so you are Franco. Then he was talking about how his son didn't I guess, did your name change? Chiara? Did your name change to Chiara? No, Chiara is a new person, like a younger person. You're still Carmelo, but they might want a different name. So who are you? You also don't know this. What's your name? I mean, I guess I'm assuming that you are the parent of, like, 3 of these characters. Let's see if we can combine these two. Maybe you're also purple? No, but we know you died. We know that person died. Alright, we don't know who they are. Nothing is here. There's more to explore over here, but all these thick vines are in my way. I talked to the boatsman here. It was awfully cagey about telling me anything about the town's past. You've named your canoe Bob. Alright, so how do we progress now? Oh, I haven't been in here. The boatsman's key worked. A faint thumping noise emanates from the safe ahead. Sounds like a heart. A locked safe. Day, month, year. I hear the sound of cracking embers in the distance. His birthday, a woman says, frantically opening a safe. Your boyfriend's father is quite the narcissist, she says, trying to keep calm. Click. The safe opens and the woman grabs something from it. As long as I take this, he has no recourse, right? She grabs his folder from the safe and puts his in her jacket. That's our only hope. The boatsman said the key would take him to something of his. Could this person they're talking about be the boatsman? Alright, so let's read this again. His birthday. 1968. Alright, May 19th. May 19th, 1968. Wait, whose calendar is this? Alright. Oscar Rito turns 24. Giada turns 4. Amadis turns 85. My birthday. Flowers to L. Franco turns 57. So Franco turns 57 on the 30th. So what year was this again? 68. So 68 is 11. So 30 is 06, 11. Let's try that. The safe swings open and the thumping sound echoes through the room. I see a flower inside, writhing as if it were in pain somehow. I touch it against my better judgment. Oh. Mysterious. I'm taken aback by the man inside the tree. The bark, straw, and wood have impaled from every angle they could find. It's hard to distinguish where his body ended and the branches began. I see you, child. What? How? For a while I didn't know what to say. I can sense it. Him looking at me, waiting for me to say something. I stammer out the simplest question I could think of. Who are you? He wheezes and slowly turns to me, neck craning and cracking with the sound of splintering wood. I don't remember. I notice his accent, it's completely foreign to me. Do you know the boatsman? Do you know Franca? Yes, the serpent. The serpent! What do you mean that by the serpent? Why are you in a tree? He says something in a language I don't understand. A few of the sounds stand out to me. Kl, kui, til. And the occasional clicks all indicated some sort of indigenous language, but not one I've ever been exposed to. It made me wonder, how old are you exactly? Memory's a fickle thing. His visible eye lights up saying those words before quickly fading back into the darkness. The man was incomprehensible to me, I knew that, but I felt like I was inching towards understanding. There had to be some information I could get from him. Do you know any of these people? I point to the sketches of the family tree in my notebook. Oh, he says. Are the memories I've seen, are these your memories? In ways, the man nods. The tense keeps changing in this narration. His neck cracking loudly. So much forgotten, so much being remembered. Does that mean maybe if I keep filling out this notebook, will that help you remember more things about you and who you are? The old man nods, remembering. I can try to recover your memories, and maybe we can figure out how to get you out. Does that sound okay? The man nods one more time as something in the back of his eye begins to flicker. And thus a goal. I need to know who this man is in the beating heart of this house. When does the story start and when does it end? And what was he trying to say about serpents? The questions raced through my head as my heart pounded. I need to get to work, I thought to myself. I look at his eye one more time and see that he moves his one exposed hand to scratch off the bark from the side of his face, as if he were peeling back dead layers of skin. From underneath all that matter, I see a 3-clawed scar ride the side of his face. It begins to glow blue and he vanishes. And that was the demo for Funeral for the Sun. What's the continue exploring let us do? Not everything is solvable in the demo. Please wait for the full game to complete your journal. Yeah, I guess this is basically all we've got then. That thing at the end was the end of the demo. But yeah, that was Funeral for the Sun. This is pretty interesting. I like the concept. I do wonder how complicated the puzzles are gonna be, but I do like what's going on here. It seems pretty cool. Alright, let's move on to another game. We'll wishlist this at some point later. Alright, next time, this one's next. The Granny Detective Society. We haven't tried this yet, right? I don't think we've tried this yet. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of names there. I do think the name selection could be a little bit better, but you know what? Anyway, so now playing the Granny Detective Society demo. Let's start it. The granny detective's there. I'm gonna go turn on my lights. Team Imprintes. Alright. What does this do, I wonder? Is this settings? No, that's opening stuff up. New game.
I've had quite the full life.
Voice acting.
Perhaps a bit too full. Travels, parties, work. Oh, so much work. Not exactly the kind of marathon you run with a baby on your hip or a lover in your suitcase.
In your suitcase.
I sprinted through life, and once I crossed the finish line, there I was, all on my own.
She's a little mouse.
To celebrate the victory. Oh, don't get me wrong, though. I'm happily alone, and I do know how to fill my days. My little thing? Watching the youngsters from the neighborhood. Well, let's be clear. At my age, a youngster is anyone who can walk without a frame. But they're lovely, aren't they? All full of life, running, shouting, bickering. And me? I document it all from my window. It's like watching a teleseries. Only this one doesn't try to sell me incontinence pads between scenes.
Okay. Our mission to uncover absolutely everything about the inhabitants of this neighborhood. Okay, interesting. Press space to continue. To do that, we investigate, and the first step is to take a few photos. Oh, we are going to be stalking. Or we can click the camera too. Ah, here we are with my trusty camera. Space to continue. You can aim with the mouse, move around the street using WASD or your keyboard arrows. L'amour. And zoom using the scroll wheel. Oh. When your cursor hovers over character, turns right. You can take a photo with a single click. Great, let's see the results on my detective board. All the photos we get, get stored here as Polaroids. You can move around the space just like you do in the street. Give it a try, alright? You'd also grab a Polaroid to move it. Interesting, interesting. And zoom with the scroll wheel, of course. Here's the name, here's the job. Each Polaroid has 2 fields to fill in. Alright. For now, we know neither, so let's head back out and investigate. Look at our sweeper, fully focused on his work. But there's clues nearby. Artisans always find a way to advertise themselves. Oh, we're supposed to look for clues specifically. Ah, bingo! His name is Fred and he's an electrician. Perfect. Let's enter that on our board. Alright. This little rascal is named Fred. Let's start by writing down his name. Whenever you need to fill a field, I open my notebook. It's a bit messy, but it contains every name you can find in this game. Click on Fred's name. Some are hidden, but they're still there. Fred's occupation. You're on the jobs page. This is kind of a mess. And it's even messier than the names page. And some jobs are missing entirely. Whenever you see question marks, you need to unlock it. Now, what was Fred's job again? Ugh, getting golden memory slips. Luckily, I have a foolproof technique to wake it up. A good old word search. Oh. Here's the clues on the left and the hidden words inside the grid. Alright. They can appear in any direction. Forward, backward, vertical, horizontal, even diagonal. Come on, help me find the one we need. The word we're looking for must match this definition. Fred needs energy to do his job. She's being a dramatic story. Okay. Well, where's electrician? Look, there it is. How do I... Alright, there it is. Electrician, let's head back to the jobs page to fill it in. Oops, no. Click on Fred's job. Oh, where did it go? There it is. Great, you now have 2 correct pieces of information, and yet you need 3 to fully validate a character. Let's return to the street and see what Fred does next. Okay. Oh, look at those two. They seem to be getting along wonderfully. Quick, take a photo of that raccoon. Oh, he blinked. Let's add this info to my detective board. Can I take a picture of... Alright, detective board. Start with the obvious job. He's a policeman. Is this here? I don't think it's here. Oh, there it is. Alright, well done. We now have 3 validated answers, and that happens, the screen appears, and all the information gets carved in stone. Let us move forward with a peace of mind. Now, let's do what we came here for. Marking that they're friends. To do that, we need a string between 2 Polaroids. Right-click on one of them and drag the thread to the other. Alright, so they're friends. When 2 suspects are connected by a thread, I always place post-its between them. 2 post-its when both know each other. 1 when only one knows the other. 0 when they do not know each other at all. Here are the 2 friends, so let's record that.
There's a look between them. Lasts just 1 second too long.
Alright. We're only missing our last final piece of information to validate our hypothesis. Okay, where should we start? I have to admit, my goal is bigger than simply observing the little neighbors on the street. Finishing my crossword puzzle. Alright, let's finish the crossword, I guess. Crosswords are both my goal and my refuge and when I get stuck. On each line, you'll find a clue and the word that goes with it. Clues give us leads to follow when we feel lost. I see. And solving all the clues means the investigation is complete. That's quite a lead. Let's head back to the street and take a closer look at what's going on. For example, look through the list and there's a clue that talks about what Fred breaks. What Fred breaks. Alright. Whole street is plunged into darkness. Under these conditions, it's hard to investigate. Even though, in my opinion, it's clearly linked to what Fred broke. In any case, don't just stand there. Let's rewind time and find out what happened. Alright, we can rewind time. Follow Fred to understand how we ended up in this situation. Old lady's just casually rewinding time. Did he break the breaker? Oh. Bingo! We see him swing his broom right straight into the transformer. But why did he do that? Was it intentional? For what purpose? Well, this is starting to look like a real case. Come on, let's investigate. We've got a crossword to fill in. Alright, let's fill it in, I guess. What is this? Oh, okay, that's just straight to the crossword. Okay. What Fred breaks is 8. Breaker? Might as well take a photo of you too. Now, these two know each other. I don't know who they are, but they know each other. Frogbert? Yeah, they seem to be working at the same spot. They're florists. Oh.
Some work to live, others live to work.
Alright, we found out a stranger was friend with Fred. I don't know if they're bosses of each other or not, but we know they know each other. What's this phone? I wonder. Alright, story catcher. She's being dramatic. Oh, these two. Okay. What is happening here? Hey, yo! The lady doesn't want to talk to you. What are you doing here? What happened there? Why did you do it? Why did you do it, Fred? Where are you?
Oh, well now. What's she... Oh, bugger, she hasn't seen me, has she? Right. Best thing would be to act normal. Close the curtains.
5423.
Forget the whole thing. Except curiosity's itching at me. I've never been one to ignore a call when life rings me up.
I should call her. It was 54 something. Let's start by tapping 5 and spinning the wheel all the way. Alright.
At first, it was the usual sort of chat. Two old dears getting acquainted.
As a normal human.
Here, weather's all over the place there. Then her voice changed. Calmer. Deeper. We've been watching you for some time, she said. Me? Watched? Hang on a minute. That's my line. I nearly burst.
We're gonna join the club of...
She went on. Welcome to the Granny Detective Society. Silence. Then a faint click, like an old clock starting up again. Didn't even get the chance to ask if they had a decent pension plan. I was already recruited. A detective at my age. Oh, guess I'll need a code name.
New detective unlocked. Ooh, what does that mean? Granny Detective Society is like the CIA, but with dentures. Still, it's quite the organization with top-notch members. The more of them I meet, the more juicy information I'll get about what's happening in the neighborhood. In this case, Suzette is now an audio specialist. Now that we're connected, we can access her detectors anytime by clicking here. What the heck? Suzette is a fan of sounds of all kinds. With her cutting-edge equipment, you can hear everything happening in the street and even inside apartments. From outside, it's pretty simple. Whenever you see a signal like this on the radar screen, you can move your pointer over it. Look, a new tab just opened here. Great, once your pointer is placed on the signal, the corresponding conversation appears on your monitor. As long as you stay on the signal, the text updates in real time. An unknown character is someone whose identity you haven't confirmed yet in the detective board. Another mission for Adrida. If you arrive too early or too late, you might miss part of the conversation. Don't worry though, when you tune into a conversation, all dialogue lines are already marked in advance. All you need to do is be there at the right moment to fill them in. Let's try to find another conversation. Alright. Here you go. So you see it as you discover one, its content appears in a new tab. Tabs are a great way to keep track of everything you've listened to. But even when you're far from Suzette, you can still see them in your notebook. Let's take a look. Open your notebook and go to the audio log tab. Alright. Oh, here we go. Whenever Suzette picks up a sound, she sends me reports and I copy everything here. On this page, you can see the list of all conversations. We've heard at least one word. Click one of them. There's a lot of information on the screen. Have I seen everything? Completion rate. Participants. Conversation contents. You can scroll to read it all. It's the perfect place to investigate. Alright. Well. Hey, how's it going, officer? Spare me the fancy titles, my friend. At this rate, you're feeding me more than my own grandmother. Everything okay around here? Oh, yeah. Sure, it's going to rain tomorrow. My hip's already aching. Can you stop scrolling? I'll try to read. Oh, look at that, it's... End of conversation. Look what's... Okay. Don't become an actress if you're scared of journalists. I guess we might as well do this while this is happening. So, actress, probably somewhere here. Story catcher. Journalist. You can't just drag it, which is weird. It's a word search. All right. So let's go here real quick. So you're a journalist. You're an actress.
There's a look between them that lasts just 1 second too long.
Interesting. I don't like the way the clips or the post-its are connected. This, I don't like that I have to sit here to get the entire conversation, not gonna lie. Can I like fast forward? Let's pause for a little bit. All right. Nobody moves, especially you, paparazzi. Who turned off the lights? I love Lamore, a masterpiece. Alright, DeLown. Ms. DeLown. Alright, we got a name.
You've got the sort of name that'd make anyone consider changing it.
Amelie is her name. Let's listen to this conversation. When does it start? Man, just let me drag it. Or like, let me fast forward or something. Why do I gotta wait? Man, I was starving this whole time. We shouldn't even be made to work this late anyway. I'm starving. Right when you walked past with those donuts, they were glowing, shiny, dripping, juicy. And now that I'm eating them, I can confirm no lies were told. Oh yeah, they're honest, virtuous. And you can eat them without getting stung. What? Insurance on the donuts? Another mission for Adrita. Oh, that's annoying. I moved and I missed part of the conversation. Get ready, this is our chance. Count on me, always ready like a Boy Scout. You a scout? Still waiting for my bravery badges, okay? Shh, customer! Good night, sir. Flower for your lady? No, I was just admiring your flowers. Go ahead, that's free. Alright. Cost nothing to sniff. Alright. You scared me, Simon. Stick to the plan. Oh, hello? Sorry, Mrs. Daloon. I've seen you recently in the company of... Alright, so Simon... Okay. Simon is... this dude's name, then. Stick to the plan. I thought I paused it. Simple Simon. Alright. We also got Adrita. I don't know which one is which though. Did you see the way she walked past us with her box of donuts and that mischievous look? Alright, let's see what that looks like. Let's go back here. Let's pull out the notebook. Alright. She's... Shh, a customer. Good day, sir. A flower for your lady. Alright, so you're the one that talks to them first. Alright. Alright. 88 talks to is this one. Alright, this conversation. Are you calling for help because you're trapped in a toxic relationship with Serge? If so, blink 3 times. Agent Paul. Okay, we got Paul. Agent Paul. And I guess... Are you Adrita? How do we type in that name? Dita? Why does it say Adrian? Solve a crossword, I guess. Lemore is 9. Wait. So this isn't Breaker. Hello? How do you make it go down? Right? How do I make it stop going in this direction? What would you call this that Fred broke? Elecmax is, I guess, what we want to call it. The secret ingredient to speed up investigation? The heck? It is hidden during the night. More sensitive to sugar than evidence. Lost everything for a flop. Must be seen in order to disappear. Fred receives it discreetly. Donut? False suspect, real criminal. Has an electric relationship with her. What? Is she dating Fred? Is Fred's last name Serge? That would make sense with his job, I guess. So, false suspect, real criminal. Simon. What does that mean, false suspect, real criminal? It is hidden during the night. The sun? The day? Lost everything for a flop. What was her name again? Amelie? For the wrong diagnosis of the right crime. What's that mean? Also, why can we look here? Might as well continue listening to conversations. This is a really long one, by the way. This is frustratingly long. What is this? Oh, you just discovered the voice of someone you've never taken a picture of. When that happens, you can press this button to add their Polaroid to your detective board. Which button? Oh, create Polaroid. Alright. Alright, there's more we're missing here. It started... It says 2243. So it should be around now. Oh, they weren't here yet. Okay, they were... What? Why is it not doing anything? I broke it. What is going on here? What was their plan? Oh, do you hear that bell? That's my signal, the one that reminds me that sometimes life repeats itself like an old photo album you'll leaf through once. Okay. So now's the moment to click one of those buttons and dig a little deeper. Yeah? Chat faster, please. Please give me a speed up button. Alright. So we're still missing some conversations, though. Stop! You don't need to tell me! I get it! Alright, so this conversation started way earlier than 22:43. What do you mean? So Milo, how was the movie last night? So 653 is Milo. Alright, 653 is Milo. Right. And the other one is Lana. I guess they must know each other. Do they live with each other? Who knows? Alright, other audio logs. So we've got this one all complete. Oh no, Mom, we flamingos don't do housework. I'll take the kitchen and you do the thing. How's the hospital? Same old doctors who think they know everything and sticking us together to fix their messes. Alright, so I guess Lana is a nurse.
Some work to live, others live to work.
Alright, where's this conversation happening? Where's this? Goodness, I'm so clumsy. There's this conversation that's happening right here. The badge? A scout badge. Okay, they're talking about stuff still. Ninja! Alright, start talking, Fred. Start chatting. Alright. Why did that conversation start so weird? Where did it appear from suddenly? Oops, alright, there you go. So this is 21 something. I don't like this time that it says. It's just wrong. That's the orange thing, right? No, the orange thing? That's a nettle. Yeah, we got that. We've got this. Stop that. Alright, so the boss is at, here. At around 11, 10. Alright, we never got a photo of this person, so... Guess we gotta wait for... him to show up. They should have showed up already. So I guess they're not inside. Oh, so they're like inside the building. Why is the fucking clock so wrong? I think they're just inside. But why can I not get his voice, the voice then? 94? We don't have them, right? I guess we do. Alright, sure.
Some work to live, others live to work.
Mysterious stranger. True. Alright, so your name is Dita then. What is this? What does the star, Adrian, mean? Alright. Alright, so these two, let's move everything around. Are you friends or what?
There's a look between them. Lasts just 1 second too long.
Are they parents? Are they siblings? I don't know what this conversation's supposed to be about. That is those two cursed idiots who blew the fuse on the whole neighborhood. Oh, Adrena is their ship name. Or their pair name, I guess. How's it going? Spare me the titles, blah blah blah. Still working on that top secret case you mentioned yesterday? Yep, top secret, super dangerous. You think I'm just patrolling casually, but actually I'm undercover? Undercover? Tell me. Impossible. Too confidential. If I told you, I'd have to either kill you or recruit you. Okay. Hey, now what next? Help, I'm being attacked. Are you calling for help because you're trapped in a toxic relationship with Serge? If so, blink 3 times. Everyone calm down. Agent Paul at your service, I'm a sworn professional. Finally, officer, the stranger's harassing me. If asking 3 questions is harassment, then I don't know what. Calm down, I said. I'm the only one allowed to ask questions. Don't become an actress if you're scared of journalists, especially with acting like that, Paul. Or, like, acting like that. One more and I'll cut you off. You know what my acting says to you, you sewer frog? You must know sewers well, judging from your filmography. What's that noise? There's a monster and it just touched me. Okay, it's back. No panic. It wasn't a monster. But my necklace? My diamond necklace is gone. It was him. He stole it, I'm sure. So, diamond necklace is stolen. No time for details. Gotta get back to the station fast. What is happening here? Oh, Paul didn't see me. Ninja! Right when she walked past the donuts, they were glowing, dripping, juicy. Alright, so it wasn't insurance on the donuts, it was insurance on her diamond, diamond necklace, wherever that was. So the diamond necklace, I think... It was the rumble. Oh, there's the diamond necklace. So the lights go out. It looks like she put them in the donut box. She put them near the donut box anyway. But then... Alright. So this is necklace. So it looks like she got her necklace insured, and she's trying to do like I guess she's trying to do insurance fraud, but the secret ingredient to speed up an investigation. What? Audio? What does that mean? What? I would trust you to adopt your chill difficulty is slightly easier than classic difficulty. Simple as for players who just want to relax about everything. No. Alright. The wrong diagnosis of the right crime. Or the wrong diagnosis of the right crime. Theft. More sensitive to sugar than to evidence. Yes. Dita? Fred? Oh, Paul. Stop. It is hidden during the night. The secret ingredients to... Okay. What word has been said that starts with L? Flamingos. Alright, what is your job, Milo? Do we know? A flamingo played by a bear? The flamingo wasn't even planned originally. This is a very silly movie, apparently. I went in a bit sad. It only lasted an hour and a half, and I came out thinking an hour 20 was already too much. Right. Photographer, I think, is his job then. Analyzing one of your photos. What is this? This page lets us add notes about a person's job based on their photo. Okay. Some names are replaced by a question mark. If that happens, you'll have to look them up in the word search page. Oh, that's just information about their things. Alright, anyway, photographer. Are they related in some way? Are they dating? Are they friends? I'm just gonna mark friends. These two are partners in crime. Maybe? Plot with? Fred is faking friendship.
Are linked by a thread. We've only to find out its color.
Are you faking? These two are...
Look, between them lasts just one
Plotting or
second
something.
too long.
What happens if I call her again? What happens then? Oh, there's the fridge. She's doing it on her fridge. Alright. I think we have all the audio logs, though. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Just looking at the clothes? Oh, was she talking to herself just now? Yes, she was. Man, I'm starving. Where did I put my mints? Is that it? What? And this is when she runs into the frog. What was that? Why is it still marked as incomplete? She didn't say anything else. There's a second. What is there? This doesn't even show that there's a second thing to listen to. What do you mean, game? I think this is just incorrectly marked, probably. Alright, what's? It is hidden during the night. I don't know. A cat, a bat, a rat, a car. What is hidden during the night? No, don't disable the trail. I just want to close this specific one. I wish there was a way to zoom out even more. Like, to just see more of the street, so I don't have to do whatever this is. These two grab the thing. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, how am I supposed to figure out? Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's not at all what I wanted. Head back to the day so that we're got actual photo of them. What was hidden in the night? Hey, what is this? What? What is this page? Okay. How do I change? Okay. Wait, what? The first word? What does this mean? The way I imagined him. Laura Nurse. Is he in a cult? Why does that do anything? Like, why does it just close it? Anyway, BFF, Adrian. Unusual food thefts by a gang named Adrita. I don't think that's opening to the right spot.
There's a look between them. It lasts just 1 second too long.
Like, why does clicking here do anything? What's the point of clicking it? Like, why is it clickable? It doesn't do anything. It just closes the thing. Wait, there's a relationship between her and Fred, and okay, I guess they were dating at some point. That's true. Not secretly. I guess they're dating. What does this mean? X. Maybe these are X's. Wait, X? Is cheating! Okay. I don't know. I like these pictures. They're so cute. What is this about? Who's this? Senna Alexandrina is a plant that must be handled while wearing gloves. Has strong laxative properties. What is this about? Amelie is Senna Alexandrina. All right, so Simon is a journalist. We know that. So he's in a relationship. He like has relationships with Amelie, Fred, and Paul. I know who the agent. Who wrote this? I don't understand what any of this is. Is in an abusive relationship with Mr. Grizz. Have you been playing the new update yet, by the way? I haven't played it yet, but I hear it's fun. And I'm extremely proud of the cast every actor brought, so... Oh, I make another film like L'Amour? Absolutely. Unmask. That's what I'm trying to do. Red is a color that comes up often when people talk to me about film. I know who... Wait, what? It doesn't really make sense, the first words. What does this mean? I assume it's about the relationship with Lana. But I don't know how they know each other. We'll say it's the best Christmas movie. And what is this about? Unusual food thefts by the kitties. I guess we should mark them as BFFs then, maybe? Fred is also a cat. What did it verify? I didn't really check. I mean, the goal is to solve the crossword, but I'm not sure. It is hidden during the night. A secret ingredient to speed up an investigation. Tickets probably make up 20% of their audience. Have you seen the state of the apartment? I guess they're rooming together? I guess they're roommates? I don't know if that's an option that we have. Maybe they're married. Yeah, they're married. All right. So you're picking friendship with Paul. How do you know Fred? How do Fred and Amelie know each other? The game's a little inconsistent about When you can use the keyboard to navigate anything, or when you could use the mouse too. Whose page is this? Alright, this seems to be who bought stuff. Forest Maison d'Abernet. Let's see if we have that name. That's all the names down. Now the question is, all the names and jobs are done. We just need to do the relationships, I guess. And also, I don't know what these two are doing. Are they just plotting with? I don't know. He seems like he's like a one-sided relationship. I don't know what's going on with this though. Like, who's this? This is not even a character that we've seen. Also, why does it keep defaulting to the wrong page? So Emily, Fred, and Paul. I guess we just might as well connect everyone here. Rival, compete against.
There's a look between them. Lasts just 1 second too long.
Are they all just plotting with each other? I guess these are in a relationship, maybe, but there you go. Partner in crime with Simon. Okay, so they're all just partners in crime.
These two are linked by a thread. You've only to find out its color.
So what is this relationship? Secret. No, that's the wrong way. Complot? What does that mean? Can I connect this? Alright, yeah, if there's no connection, there's just no connection. How do I remove this? How do I delete this connection? They're permanently connected now. Okay, okay. That's how you remove it. There you go. Alright, we've solved this board. Now we just need to find out what the heck to do with these clues. A secret ingredient to speed up an investigation. I don't know what that means. What do you mean? Laxative. How was laxative used at all? Oh yeah, that's right. That's why his stomach was grumbling. That's it. Okay. So they put it in the donut that he ate? Is that what happened? Because she bought some of the laxative earlier. Alright, so yeah, they passed the donut to each other. And he's like, hey, you want a donut? But why did they do that? Why did they want him? Why did they get this guy arrested? They're plotting with each other. Also, I don't know what this last one is. It is hidden during the night. It starts with a middle letter is an A. What stuff has come up? Plan, a plot. The law. What's the point of that? Why does that do that? Complot. Fred is partner in crime with Simon. Yeah, they're all partners in crime. Ooh, am I missing a connection here? This one is all, like, empty. But this should be Fred. Because none of this is popping anything up anymore. What does this do? Why does that only appear when it's... Huh? Why does it only sometimes appear? That's... Huh? I'm so confused. I guess it's only when it's off screen. What am I looking for here? What is this last word? It is hidden during the night. Huh? Time to pull up a dictionary search. 3-letter words with A in this middle. Best word list. The most useless word list. Let's go. Yeah, it was like the gem was hidden, but jam? The jam was hidden. I don't care about words with friends. I'm just looking with words. Complete with vocabulary, Ryan. This is not 3-letter words. That's a completely useless list. All 3-letter words with A as third to last letter. You mean the first letter? It's not cat. Cab? What's with these weird spacing all of a sudden? Can we just have like common words? What does it look like it could be? Rat? It is hidden during the night. The law. Yak. The mat. The taxes. Wax. A nap. The fat. Fan. Can. The man. Oops. The land. Someone hit the land. The pan. The tan. Cap. I have no clue what it's looking for. What do you mean it is hidden during the night? It's not the day? Eat them without getting stung. Eat. Just looking for 3-letter words. What a clumsy guy I am. Lilacs, nettles, virtues. Ninja. This is a long one. Change the record? Doesn't look like anything important's happened there other than the plot. Still working on that top secret case you mentioned yesterday? Yep, top secret. Super dangerous. Literally no words have come up that are 3 letters that seem like they would make sense. Some of them have showed up in this though, so... What is this question mark about? Alright, I have 0 clue what the game wants here, so we're just gonna turn the... Yes? What are you talking about? A jam? What are you... What other word is there? I have 0 clue what this wants. Like, what do you fucking mean? I don't even know where her home is. Is this her home? I don't know. Also, that isn't when when night fell. That was when the lights went out. So I don't know what you're even talking about, game. Surge Roquefort. Okay, that's Surge. Then okay, I know what it is. It's very stupid. It's a bag. She had a bag? That means we now have everything we need to solve the case. No. Yes, she did have a bag. Why did she hide it? What was the point of hiding it? I guess she put her necklace in it really quickly. But yeah, it's right there. Anyway. Let's go. A sticker has appeared! This is our resolution sticker. Oh, there it is. It has 2 slots. On the left for the culprits, on the right for the victims. All you have to do is connect the culprits. Polaroid to the guilty side, so as you do between 2 Polaroids. And do the same for the victims. And just like that, the case is solved. Who are they stealing from? Do we like put all of them?
My first investigation ended with a pile of answers and a pair of handcuffs. But with my conclusions tucked under my arm, I was ready to shine and prove to this mysterious organization that recruiting me had been the right call. And thank goodness, truly, thank goodness, I was feeling confident. Because when it comes to staging a performance, believe me, these ladies know exactly what they're doing. It didn't take them long to make me realize that I hadn't understood a thing yet. Congratulations on uncovering the insurance scam, the woman in charge said to me. Congratulations.
Head granny.
How did you already know the conclusions of my investigation? And that's when she stepped forward. Amelie.
Are you secretly a granny?
The movie star. At the head of the Granny Detective Society. Well, for a few seconds anyway. She took off her wig, removed her piercing, peeled away the tape, pulling her skin tight.
Amazing.
Heavily worn glasses and the frumpiest sweater imaginable. Amelie was no longer Amelie. I sat there on my wooden chair.
It was a test.
When everything suddenly
How
fell
did she do that?
the breath mint, even though there were donuts right next to her. Fred predicting rain the next day because his hips were aching. And Simon writing glowing articles about overly sentimental...
How is she doing this?
Amelie's real name was Jermaine, a specialist in divination.
Hey Sonic, how's it going?
Fred was actually Monique, an activist with endless knowledge. And Simon, well, I was told she was currently at the police station. But that they'd take care of. Jermaine then leaned toward me. She told me I had been brilliant, that I had connected the right people to the right clues. But now it was time to step into the big leagues. She handed me a very small red envelope. An envelope that would change my life forever. But that I didn't know yet.
In search of Agent Red. I see. Oh, that was what the secret message was about. Interesting, interesting. I am interested in this game. That last part took a little bit, though. How is she acting as a young actress, though? That's wild. That's amazing. Anyway. So that was the Granny Detective Society. That is pretty interesting. I think we will take a look into that when... Is it out yet? When that comes out. Recursive Granny. Alright, let's find another game. We have a few here. I don't know if this has an English translation. The demo page says it doesn't, but the main game page says it does. Oh, that's right. I wanted to play this. Lost Wiki Kozlovka. Also, welcome in Sonic. I think I said welcome earlier, but hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Lost Wiki Kozlovka demo. This one requires us to do like some wiki diving, I think. Maybe. So let's try it out. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, and businesses, places, events, and incidents are either fictional or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance, blah, blah, blah. Yanni the Man Games requires me to complote. Computer and mouse is highly recommended for the intended experience. Let's go. Ooh, dithering. How do you feel about the CRT effect? I don't think it's that bad so far, so maybe we'll keep it in. I don't know what the red ghosting is, but... turn the music a little bit down. Alright, let's try this out. Version 1.2, system code 342. Lost Wiki. Enter your credentials to log in. Oh. How did I know that? Lysenko, Kozlovka.local. Potential job in Kozlovka. We've read your articles, and I think you can notice what others miss. You're thorough and, more importantly, careful. That's what I need. I've granted you limited access to the database. It holds more than enough if you know where to look. Attachments, database instructions.doc. Uh-oh. Use the hyperlinks to navigate around the database. Drag the right words into the report. When you're satisfied with the conclusion, submit the findings to me. I will review them. That's the zoom button. Alright, alright. Is this my report? Alright, this is my report. So, Kozlovka is a quiet town in Zarnava. It is beside the Bialo Fortress. Bialo Fortress. A vibrant woodland with a very distinct ecosystem. At the heart of the forest, a tall tree stands proud. The locals refer to as... Alright, let's check in here. The Draken Oak. The town itself has a thriving... agricultural business. Kozlovka is a quiet town in Sonora. Okay, it's just what we filled in. We're playing Mad Libs. Continue. New mail. You've got mail. Need more than this. You found something, but not enough. If you want to keep going, you need to understand where this place is again. Look for patterns and connections. The flowchart is a tool, not a solution. Follow the threads, not the labels. I see. Alright, let's go check the tree, I guess. Alright, it's got some runes. The top being this. Can I, like... Alright, let's see. Can I search specifically for runes? There's attachments. Oh. So we've got undiscovered links here. Let's click this. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky can be used as a medicinal herb. Fertile soil. Oh god. And the witch. There we go. Interesting eye you've got going there, ma'am. As a tourist, you can see her signature spiritual chalk. Spiritual chalk is the flagship product of the witch. It is advertised to be able to commune. Let's see, settings. I want to change the colors slightly. Let's save. You can save. Do not quit the system. Your game has been saved. Alright. This is a very old school feeling. Save menu. Felt like I was playing a DOS game all of a sudden. It's a woman's job to mark sites with rune symbols as... This doesn't have any links in it. Fertile soil. Let's do this. This article has been modified from an earlier entry. Interesting. How do I get a previous entry? Modern farming initiative. Alright, Jan Ostrovsky. Let's just find everything we can, I guess. Uh-oh. Passcode required. Year of Zarnava independence. Zarnava... Oops. Alright. 1991, let's go. Passcode accepted. Got a 4-digit passcode going on? Alright, Slavic rune symbols. No image available. See below the list of common Slavic rule symbols. Alright, Perun's mark. Radovic. Alright, we got this. It's the plus in the spiral. Iazvini. Zamina's cross. The twin glyph. The locals clearly hold spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of the fungi. There are fun people around this. Engraved on the. Okay, we don't need this. I already filled this in. I know what it says. Thank you. Apologies for being cautious. I needed to know you were the right person for the job. I haven't been fully honest with you. This isn't just research. Someone I care about disappeared in the early 90s. Official records are incomplete and inconsistent. Most people stopped asking. I didn't. Alright. String of disappearances. Uh-oh, how are we gonna find information about this? Chat ledger. Full game. Okay. Feel free to explore the rest of the database. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky is a Russian mycologist. Modified from an earlier entry. Battle of the Forest. Yan Dragunov. He came into mayorship after he superseded his father, Atlia Dragunov. He was best known for establishing Kozlovka police force and his affection for bisons. He mysteriously vanished as part of the tragedy known as the 90s disappearance. Most notably Attila Dragunov. This is the most recent tragedy that town had to endure. $14, and it has a little symbol of such. Hmm. 15 people vanished over the course of 2 months. Few items from several victims. Dr. Kazimir Dokovsky. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's him. Modern Farming Initiative. And this forest. Alright, I guess that's it. That was way shorter than I expected. But that's neat. I wonder how, like, the gameplay is gonna be. You're gonna just be forming a lot of long webs of information with this game. I kind of wish there was a little more meat in that demo, but it is pretty interesting in terms of, like, what it feels like you'd be doing. Like, it gives a good, it gives a good, like, you know, overview, I guess, of what that's gonna play like. Anyway, that was short. Let's move on to, what is this one? I don't remember what this one is. There's an update queued for this one. It looks like it's a point-and-click type game. Investigation, psychological horror. Let's wait on that for now. Because there's an update queued for it and I don't feel like downloading anything. So let us try Mystery of the Malign. This is... It's an investigation game. Alright, let's try it out. Mystery of the Malign. Oh. Very JPEG. Let's turn the music down a little bit. Let's begin. Blank. Name this investigation. Welcome to Mystery of the Malign, the detective game that puts the investigation in your hands! This is a long demo. Oh no. How long is this demo? Solving the major parts of the case is not impossible here. The parts that are possible to solve might prove challenging with only the clues in the demo. Take your time. This is a game that rewards patience and contemplation. Noted. Like how the confirmation is noted. The investigation begins with the account of an inexplicable instance of public hysteria. It could be nothing, or it could be all that is needed to keep the mind chewing for a while. Noted. 40-hour demo. Pay attention, details matter. You mean like Voices of the Void? 40-hour demo? Oh. Give me a hand. I walk really slow. This head bob is intense. Let's disable that. I got teleported. Christopher, doesn't this seem... Wait. Christopher, doesn't this whole thing seem a little too straightforward? I don't know what accent this is. Since when was that a problem? It just seems she's a little too easy to track down. I don't want to find myself lured into another secret gang war or some honeypot death trap. What, you think someone's trying to deceive us? You don't? Well, that's just fantastic, and here I was counting on your sense of self-preservation. Always a possibility. But have you got a single reasonable cause for this suspicion of yours, David? Just a hunch then. Someone's always waiting to fuck you over. You just don't know it yet. You've been wrong before. And it only takes one right guess to save both our lives. If I'm right, you owe me a beer. I'll make sure to forget that. You! Ha! That'll be a first. You know something? This town isn't close to half as criminal as I expected. He's nowhere near as big as Chuark, or dense, or corrupt. Were you hoping there would be trouble? It's a little too still to not be suspicious. I like danger where I can see it. Are we done here? 10 libs says she's not home. I want to see what we can find out from her. If it's just a false alarm, we're dropping it. Figured out a way in yet? It should be no problem. I imagine she's not home. Would that be so bad? How are you so sure about this? You'll hear one incident report and you immediately jump on it like it's selling out. I'm not sure about anything. That's why we're here. Look at it like this. If it's something we've seen before, then the case is over in 5 minutes. No time wasted. And if it's not, and you and I both have something exciting to look forward to. Alright, yeah, I guess we're done talking to him. Was this a rock? Rollins, you're a damn bastard. Stop hanging your socks out on... What are these? What are these voices? There's still unfinished work here. Alright, let's see if we can find... Use eat it, thank you for letting me know after I did that. New mailboxes will be here on 29/10, and a reminder that I'm still waiting for Roland's share of the payment. Another inspection for mold and bugs coming up on 12/11. They're going to be needing access to one apartment on each floor, so it'll be Shelly and Cherney this time. Call back the guy. The new mailboxes are all messed up, and only Cherney is in the right place. I'm hoping you can get this sorted out within the week. Maybe some mix-up before the mail happens. Clarkson, Cherney, Rollins, Wilkins. Number 1 is written on it with marker. Only Churney is in the right place. Alright. We can get this sorted within the week before some mix-up with the mail happens. The door is locked. Okay. Is there like a key somewhere? You're a damn bastard. Stop hanging your socks out. So this is... What was that about? Alright. These are filters. Oh. Those are the socks hanging out. That one's, Roland's. Alright, solutions. The answer slots need to be filled with the correct inputs in order to be solved. Individual answers may be clear to you even if you still miss key information or the case piece needs to be filled. Okay. This is the address of Shelly Clarkson, but it is unclear which of the apartments she lives in. Should be a simple task to figure out who lives where. Alright, so this is Roland's. Wilkes is 1. Roland's, Churney. I guess this must be Wilkes. This is Churney. Which must mean this is Shelly Clarkson. Yes? Afternoon, Miss Clarkson. A friend of yours sent us to help with your problem. Can you buzz us in? Attorney at law. Oh. Wait, hang on. Let's get in there. A candle. It's too dark to see. Light the candle. So she is 3, I think is what it was. No reason to bother the neighbor about this. Cute little logic puzzle that we had there just now. What is it? Is this Shelly Clarkson? Yes? No, wait. Just hold on a minute. Which friend sent you here exactly? Hate to start off on the wrong foot, miss. But the truth is we found you on our own. Thing is, we had to find you. I know your incident. A problem we should be able to help you resolve. What do you want from me? We have reason to believe you could still be in danger. In fact, it's fortunate for all of us no one made their way here already. Why should I even listen to all of this? Because you're gonna have much bigger problems than us if you don't get this taken care of. Okay. It's very slow dialogue. You must have some mistake. There's no proof and no one even remembers me. I just need a few days here, and it will be like it never happened. Just leave. Leave! You have no proof. Just go away. Oh. The item menu allows you to inspect currently held items. Alright. We have this. A clipping to report recent art incident. Old trusty lighter. I want to light this up. Like, Keep with the times. You could be missing something important. Be sure to tune in to your news regularly. Alright. You don't move very oh, hey. Out of my way, dude! You're impeding the investigation, sir. Alright. Why is it I? Could it not have been a more convenient button? I don't know why Minecraft does that too. I remapped mine to like G, I think it is. What? Oh, I should read this. An unpleasant public freakout in Greenwich. Greenwich? Greenwich? An unpleasant situation has been reported, which took place last evening around Penrose side, specifically by the local museum. The occurrence seems to be the result of an emotionally insecure woman accidentally being locked inside the museum grounds after closing hours. She reportedly ran away screaming. Eyewitnesses refused to provide details, but one local resident has identified the woman as one Shelley Clarkson. This, of course, is only one of many such cases, and once again brings attention to the ineffectiveness of our education. Anyway, I kind of laughed because when it said specifically by the museum, or by the local museum, it made me think that the crime was committed by the museum. Hey. Hold on, un momento. What? That's... oh. Hello. What can you do? Wait, you're not from the police? You even try. I can call them right now. No, you won't. If you had the slightest trust they could help, you would have called already, and you wouldn't have opened that door. You know what they do with individuals like you. Hey, we might have saved your life just now. You just don't know what sort of loons are out there looking for you. I don't know either. I think we're twins. Maybe we just have the same model. I don't know either. That's why I will need your assistance. And if you're looking to kill me and throw me in some ditch, if we wanted you dead, you would be already. You're an easy target, you realize that. We're not here to hurt you. If Christopher's saying isn't getting that across by any chance. And what is it that you do exactly? We don't want to bore you with the specificities of our line of work, Ms. Clarkson. Or scare you have to that much more likely. What can you tell us now can you tell us what happened? In your own words, I understand you must have been at a guarded public museum. Museum? Yes, at the museum. It was dark. I was jumped, attacked. He could have killed me. But I don't understand. I can't understand what... It just doesn't make sense. I'm not even sure what happened. He came out of nowhere and then he was gone. He was going to kill me. Can't you understand? Alright, just take it easy. You could use the time to collect your thoughts on your way to the museum. Wait, no. We do have to get going. The earlier we start, the better. No, I'm staying right here. It's too much outside. So much grass. Usually I'd agree that there's so much grass, but whoever came after you might already know your whereabouts. Also, all the grass is dying. We haven't been taking care of our lawns too well. Right now, the last thing you want to find out is what would happen if you were to be left here alone. You're coming with us. You're safer in public than you already were all alone. Is someone coming for me? It's possible. This is just a precaution. I'll be waiting downstairs with the car. Just let's get going. Oh. Is this some sick joke? Are you helping me or not? Right now, the last thing you want to find out is what would happen if you were to be left here alone. You're coming with us? You're safer in public than you already were all alone. Is someone coming for me? Alright, that's the same as before. I don't see why it had to be me. I don't care about this. Let's just go. An expensive-looking Wainwright TV set, no Vizio system. An old townscape, it's moved around a lot and carelessly. Nothing of interest here. Not a lot in here. Stocked enough for... Did you just open her fridge? Cooking books, travel guides, and trauma novellas. Based on their condition, they don't appear to have been read much. No need to go down there. Hey, it works. Drawers of clothes. There's a strong smell of perfume hanging over the door. Why is the clothes drawer in the kitchen? No need to go down there. It's the intercom. Are we going or not? You coming with us, ma'am? Horrible place. That's all she has to say. That's where I live, yes. Alright, fine, let's talk to you about stuff. What about your relations? What about them? Do you have any family in Bridgeboro, Ms. Clarkson? They're from the city, I just don't want to talk about it. Do you work anywhere? Waitress. I called in sick. Good. We've got work to do. Anyone there you don't get along with? No. Out of the question. Any particularly rocky acquaintances? I haven't done anything to anyone. I want this to be over. Alright. Let's just go. Oops. Dry flower petals. I see. Assault in the night. A woman in need. Alright. The incident report in the newspaper led us to 311 Paradine Street. Alright. Unusual enough to look into. That was a very His scene section's open. That was a What is this date? What? The case notebook is your main tool for keeping track of solving the case. Alright. That was a very Oprah Dayton sound that played when that happened. Well, you got what you came for. I think we have something on our hands. It's enough to be worth the afternoon at least. Well, it looks like we'll be heading for the museum. We'll pick up Em and Vigo on the way. Weird place for an accident like that. But is the location deliberate or is it random? Always bet on deliberate. Alright, so let's go to the museum. Let's see what this is about. Let's see what we got. Christopher. Amelie. So, I think it was aliens. Do you think it was aliens? I think we don't know absolutely anything to draw conclusions yet. Right. I'll think about it some more. It doesn't feel right being here. For now, I need you to point us to the scene of the circumstance. It was down the path somewhere, beside the big paved area. Someone jumped at me. I could have been killed. I'm not going back there again. This park is too much for my nerves. Hey, lady. No need to get so worked up. It could be a nice alien for all we know. What? Just stick with my wife for now. I'll come to find you when we have questions. That's your wife? I try not to take it too literally. For your nerves' sake. That you speak about your wife like that. Dog? Can we pet the dog? Vigo appears at ease. Right. Casebook. On the evening of the 5th of November, someone or something caused Shelley Clarkson to go into hysterical shock at the Goddard Museum Public Museum grounds. A metal trash can. I wish I could walk just a little bit faster. This is a little slow for how big this is. And this is the sprint speed. This is the walk speed. Bridgebird Daily. Stanton tears at Wilkes over publication bill remark. Over the past few weeks, Wilkes faced some determination of criticism. I don't care about this. It's a news article. What's a random... Area full of dry fallen leaves. Why is there a random newspaper article sitting on a bench, huh? If that becomes important later, we'll get to it later. But for now, we're just ignoring it. Is there a save? A game saved when I open the menu. Let's go, question mark? That's probably bad. What if I get like, what if I soft lock myself by like abusing the physics? What then, huh? Imprint from something heavy with a round base. Drag marks looks recent. You stumbled upon a case piece as indicated by the notifier icon. Case piece in... Okay, thank you. Someone dragged something. What is this? Someone moved a bear. Okay. Your findings have opened a new case scene section, view section. All right. Oh, that's interesting turn. Well, afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm looking into last night. About this big spectacle last night? You're the third or fourth bloke that's come by today. Bloke. A southern guy saying bloke. Right. Mind if I answer a few questions? If you answer a few questions. Excuse me, sir. I use a barrel. I don't know if I should. From what I heard, there was a stabbing or something. Some lady got locked in here and she must have been banging on the gate, something awful, till someone came in and locked them. Were you still there when it happened? Seems I missed it. I don't work that late. What time do you leave usually? Oh, no later than 8, really. Yesterday must have been 7. Depends. I only heard when I came in this morning. Any issue where I look around? Nah, no, unless you're having plans to ruin the greenery, that is. A lot of people been around the grounds today. Has the scene been interfered with or moved around since morning? Well, it's a public place. People come and go. I did sweep the path this morning. Did you notice anything different from usual then? The earlier you were, the better. Just a whole lot of dry flowers and leaves to sweep. Didn't like it any when I found the flowers trampled. I guess the flowers were like in her apartment from when she stepped on them. That dog over there yours? Yes. Yes. Wait, what was this accent again? Yes. It's a decent tracker breed. My cousin's wife's brother has one like it. He got a name? Yes, it's Viggo. Oh, after Viggo Spalding. No, it's from a movie. I mean, I guess it's appropriate, this accent that I'm giving him. Alright, trample flowers. Oh, don't get me started. They were fine when I left yesterday, alright? What's those darn kids again, run around the grounds? This happened before. Well, not too often, every few months or so. But I can't be expected to guard this whole lot from children now, can I? They'll be gone soon enough, won't be a problem again. Sounds like you know where they came from. That's not your concern, sir. Didn't see it. It was off work when it happened. Any idea who could have been here? Well, some vagrant could have snuck in. That's happened at times. But I don't know for sure which staff was here. There was a guard on duty, but I haven't heard from Mr. Strom this morning. I heard it from Mr. Strom this morning. We had a whole staff meeting. Strom? Yeah, he's the bloke that runs this place. Was he here last night? Don't know, could be. Tell me about yourself. Well, why'd you need to know? Just with 2 questions. It's Marl. Is your surname? Yeah, yeah. My place of work, sir. Who has access to the property? Grounds are open to everyone during the day, unfortunately. Even that section on the other side of the building. That too, not every week though, management decides. Alright, Shelly's attacker. I don't know about that, just heard someone ran off is all. No, anything about, first time I heard about that. What about the woman? Must be a troubled woman. Must be. It's alright, pretty quiet on most days. Don't have any business around the main floors anyhow. Alright. Uh-oh. It's locked. Seems fishy to me. Something with a wooden base. Something was moved. You mean like these? Barrels full of fallen dry leaves. It is locked, no sign of a keyhole. Don Quixote. Towers have been recently trampled. Wide gate but no solid tracks. Tracks are unclear, but the foot size could not have been very large. Crushed by something falling on them. I'm glad I don't make tracks like that. Can you imagine how very gross it would be if I were the kind of person who leave tracks like that? Aliens with long legs, that's true. Amelie is right. Don't trap me in here. S, meet me by the museum tonight after closing time. I'll be at the small plaza. Make sure you're not seen. I'm eagerly waiting. Items you have acquired an item as indicated by the notifier. Okay. Let's ask Shelly about. The hatch has been deformed. Let's ask Shelly about this. Also, there's an opening there. Can I not talk to you about this? Guess not. Can I, like, not talk to you at all? I can talk to you, okay. You can't ask her about this paper, though. She doesn't really remember anything. Do you remember anything about flowers? Yes, I was in the flower beds. It must have been. You pushed me and I tripped over right into the flowers. I just couldn't get up. I thought I was done for. I only realized I was down when I got startled. This really loud bang. I got on my feet and just ran for the gate. Could think of telling us that earlier. I don't know, okay? So much happened too fast. What was the attacker during all this? He disappeared. I didn't think about it. I took a chance and just ran off. What are you saying? That I had something to do with this? I didn't receive any messages or anything. Are you certain you don't know anyone that could have led you out here to ambush you? No, it's not possible. Not even Fred could have gone. Fred? A boyfriend. But that was ages ago, at least 3 months. Tell me more about Fred. I'm telling you, he had nothing to do with this. You don't sound so sure. Don't you want us to get to the bottom of this? I suppose. When was the last time you saw Fred? There were 1 of 2 times after things ended, but that was months ago. 2 months at least. Were you on good terms? He hasn't threatened me. Description. Normal, I guess? Dark hair? What am I supposed to say? Any detail? Height, age, build type, facial hair. He was taller than me, not skinny. 30 something? He had no beard. Does he have a last name? Hey, forgot. Girl. Never mind. Like a slap to the face. When it scared me, that's when I knew I was still alive and on the ground. I scrambled to my feet and went for the hedge. Was it close? Far away? Close? Yes? No, wait. But it was so loud. Maybe it wasn't too far. Caught my heart in my throat. Do you have any recollection of what it sounded like? Wooden, metallic? Thunder, I think. Maybe it was metal. No. Something blew up? Interesting. Explosion in a leaf bin. Some sort of dirty, chalky residue. It's locked. Who's leaving dirty, chalky residue in the flower beds, huh? You causing problems? Drag marks and imprints of large boots. Imprints of shoes, medium, large size, likely boots worn by someone at least somewhat heavy. Hedge has been deformed. That's a few places now where that's happened, but dried blood, weak-souled by the looks of it. Dried blood. Why would the hedges deform like that multiple times? Chalky residue. There's something here. Let's ask him about the chalky residue. Oh, that's no good. I'll have to get that cleaned up. But ask what it is. Just garden work. It's my concern, not yours. Very suspicious. Didn't see that there. Some stinking mole got killed probably, let's hope. That's your best guess. Well, the mole's a real menace. Could be a hedgehog too. He wants to kill Sonic. Some darn people, I swear. Well, I wouldn't say I heard much banging on the regular around here. Unless sometimes the gate slams shut, doesn't say much. No, I haven't seen it. It's possible you could have missed it. How long would it have been there? I think I'd have seen it there on the path. Well, my eyes are still good. Note says after closing time. Is it possible that means someone from the museum must have made it someone with access? Could be. But the museum and grounds close at different times. If it was after the museum closed, the grounds are open for another few hours. I see. It is unlocked. It leads off to the property into the more isolated surrounding woods. The fallen leaves tell a story. Dry petals from an unknown flower. I do feel I'm actually investigating. That's neat. We don't get that too often around these parts. There's some rumbling over there. Very directional. Field studies. Field studies are a collection of research on obscure and unexplained matters. Very often, when conventional knowledge fails you, it might be necessary to consult the studies for information that is impossible to find otherwise. Alright. In some circumstances, these pages serve to provide a much-needed understanding of what you might or might not be dealing with. Why is it suddenly supernatural stuff? The binder contains numerous pages covering many topics. Entries will become accessible as they become plausibly relevant to the investigation. Once a subject enters the pool of probable factors, it can be used as a solution input in the appropriate context. I see. Anomaly identifier. What is happening? Erratic animal behavior. Anomalous infusion. Mechanical/electrical instability. Hazardous to organic life. Inexplicable odors. Atmospheric raw current. Arc raiders? Oceanics arc reader system. Alright. Types of properties. Inert, emissive, transmissive, psychoaffective, sensitive, unstable. What does that all mean? In the scene section, okay. An investigation is divided into case scenes. There are fragments of a bigger whole, or these are fragments of a bigger whole and take time to make sense of. The context around a case scene could usually indicate where and how more information can be found that can help in solving it. If a scene section is marked in gray, it means you do not yet have sufficient information to fully solve it. A section marked in red indicates that all the necessary information has been collected. Answer slots in a scene section need to be filled with the correct pieces and inputs in order to be solved. Fully solving a case scene section could take some time and exploration. Individual answers may be clear to you, even if you're still missing key information. Alright. So we don't have information for everything yet. Disrupted when someone... When Shelly... and attracted their attention. Alright. Who was involved? I mean, Shelly is one of them. So Strom is probably important at some point. Anna Museum Grounds, Shelly's Denial, Trampled Flowers. How do I unfilter? How do I unfilter? I removed the filter and it just doesn't remove the filter. Small plaza. Alright, let's see if the dog will lead us to anything with this. Vigo! Here, boy! Asking questions is the only way of getting some of the information people have. Alright, however, some people are unreliable narrators, some may be uncooperative, some might lie, some might have an overactive imagination or simply be confused. It's true. Here, boy. He's picking up a scent that leads toward the museum. Oh, okay. That didn't help. Anything over here? Metal trash can. I should get some understanding of what I can about the scene of circumstance. Heard from something with a large round base. Gate is locked, no sign of a keyhole. God, I wish I could move faster. Move faster, Pokey! Ancient reference. A Westland. High-end Rockwell Cavalier, certainly from the last few years. Lead canisters. Remains to be seen if we'll need any. I'll never know when a vial or two will see some use. A vial or two of what? We're collecting samples, I see. Alright, I guess we'll collect samples of the blood. Worn-looking Westland. What is this, Mr. Mole? You don't know enough to leave. Getting a baseline that is very... getting a reading that's slightly above the baseline. Dashboard's main center is most accurate when configured to 30. It doesn't say what the value we have is. The lady tells me she nearly got skewered. Could be a lot of things. I don't have any confirmation she was targeted, but it's better to keep us safe than sorry. I'll need to see if anyone else is here that night. An affair gone wrong? That's too obvious. Boring. Unless that note is an ethereal manifestation created out of her deepest suppressed desires. Girl, what is going on in your brain? Collect a blood sample? Question mark? Like, I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, it's too old and dried up to be of any use. I mean, I guess I can't take a sample of the drag marks. They're square. Dragged which way, though? It looks like it was like dragged out of there. can't crouch, it seems like. Take a sample of the missing barrel. Where's the flowers? We found some earlier, right? Oh, there they are. I got a sample. Gonna test some samples. Why would they move the barrel? Maybe someone dropped the barrel and that's what made a huge noise. Alright, what do I do with these samples though? Something on the ground I missed, maybe? Let me in the shed. Is there anything in the shed? I already asked him about basically everything. You got anything for us, David? Satisfy your curiosity yet? I'm sort of missing the point at all this. David, let's be honest for a moment. We can't rule out conspiracy just yet. Not or that some creature got loose. You really want to miss out? Somehow I don't believe it. Maybe. If someone's stringing us along, wouldn't your superb intuition have figured it out by now? Why did you say intuition like that? I don't hear any arguments. Fair enough. But I don't want to see you spending the next week digging around this garden. Suppose it's time we headed and take a look around. How deep can this hole really get? I knew it. I told you she was hiding something from us. We don't know that yet. Either way, this case got more interesting. Guy could have been taking a piss, you never know. Ash? That's all too, but it doesn't have the smell. I'm fascinated. Cut down on a sarcasm, will ya? We don't have anything about the flowers, other than this part. Whoever it was, he must have been in a real panic or just completely wasted. Or mindless. Same thing, really. Someone around the museum has to know something. Let's not state facts before anything's confirmed. What no one involved has any ties to the museum. Hopefully someone does. I wouldn't take Shelly's word at face value if I could help it. Alright, can we go in now? They mentioned going in. Maybe we have all the evidence. Oh, hello. That's not something we had before. This way. Someone likely fell over the hedge into the flower bed. Okay, so this is where they fell in, where she fell in, I guess. And then she climbed over and left after she heard the blang. Alright, so can we go in the museum now? Can we talk to someone who was working here? Okay, so this is the end of the demo. Can we actually figure anything out? Is there anything we've got that we can figure out yet? Alright, we don't have enough information for anything. how much they expect you to be able to find out in this demo. They mentioned at the beginning that like you won't be able to find out anything, but they also said it was going to be a long demo, and we reached the technical endpoint, but haven't actually learned anything. Like, we don't have any details at all. We know that this Marl dude is being super suspicious, but I don't know what for. You know Fred? Well, there's a lot of people named Fred, sir. Do you know anyone named Fred whom you've seen around the museum or the grounds? No, my pals don't come around here. Like, I don't know why this is important at all. Alright. Unknown. Someone grabbed Shelly. Someone imagined? What? Someone came with the intention of maybe Fred? Of abducting, possessing, pranking, befriending? Maybe Marl? Materialized, fell onto the scene, emerged from hiding, walked onto the scene. I don't know. An inexplicable incident has occurred during the night. The facts related to the incident need to be assembled into a coherent explanation of the circumstance. Who was involved? We don't know any of this. We don't know anything. What do we do with these? Well, do you know anything about this chalky residue? What's your name? Shelly? There are only 10 libs. A rust mark has saturated and seeped into the concrete over a period of months and years. It's visibly dented in the middle. So something happened here. But what? Is that information we can use? Can we ask about the dent? Who happened here? Can't ask about the dent. Alright. Let's ask her about Marl, I guess. Let's ask her about things. both have the same, like, model or something, just different faces. And, like, different textures. Alright. Investigation. Now, Miss Clarkson, can you remind me where the attack happened? It was down the path somewhere. I can't remember exactly. It's beside the big paved area. Alright, I'll need you to answer any questions as accurately as you can. The information you provide could be crucial in getting to the bottom of your problem. I'll try. About that night. Okay, when did it happen? I'm not sure. It was dark. I wasn't thinking about the time. It was late when I got home, 9 or 10. Want to know something else? Can you tell me what happened? I got grabbed. He grabbed me and twisted my arms. I started screaming, and I got away, but the gates were locked. How did you get in? They were unlocked when I got here, but I waited and they must have closed. Waited for what? I'd rather not say, it's not important. Want to know something else? How'd you get them unlocked? Someone came down and unlocked it. Can you give a description? I didn't see and I don't want to remember. Do you at least remember which gate? I don't know. What does it matter? It was one of the gates. There were people and I just wanted to disappear. How did you get away? I was being held. I was screaming in a... You let go? Just like that. Someone called out. That's right. Not from the garden. It was from somewhere above. The building? There was a loud bang. I just started running. I ran for the gate and... Oh! The gates were locked. I ran. The guy, whoever it was, he didn't come after me. He disappeared. And I banged and I screamed. People came to watch me and they talked and talked and talked. I want to forget. But I got out and I took straight for home. Alright. I don't actually want to know something else. You know Marl? Gardener? I don't know him. I've never been here before. I don't know if someone saw me and I don't care. I ran for my life. Didn't want to see you leave. Lots of people. Too many. I was banging on that gate. Someone came to unlock it. I didn't see who. I wish everyone could just forget. What about someone who shouted and interrupted the attack? Any idea who that might be? A man, I think. I would have remembered if it sounded familiar. I can't recall. Yes, I was in the flower beds. I must have been. He pushed me and I tripped over right into the flowers. Alright. I think we read this one already. Dried blood? Couldn't be mine. But it is odd. When I waited there that night, the ground was covered in blood. Bright red blood, but that can't be right, could it? It was dark. I could see it everywhere. Oh gods, I can't stand this. Chalky residue. How was that helping? Listen. I'm telling you, he had nothing to do with this. You don't sound sure yourself? So sure yourself. Don't you want us to get to the bottom of this? I suppose. We read that all before. Okay, we heard the bang thing already. She said it was metallic, like thunder. No, I wasn't dragged. Okay. Hey Chris. Did you know it's something, you know, beyond human? Do you think it's something beyond human? I haven't heard anything that points to that yet. What about the RCR? Did you check it? Oops. I set up the antenna. I'll check what I can. Wait, what? Can I see that again? Got anything on the murderer yet? There was no murder. And watch the alarmist language around Shelly. I don't know if I can say anything yet. If there's any real threat, or if there's any... I can't say it. I don't know if I can say yet there's any real threat here at all, to be honest. Well, if there was some danger, Viggo would quickly sense something was wrong and let us know. You do know dogs can't do that. Can't do that. Oh, what I wouldn't do for a dog that could tell the future. I'll keep concentrating. Maybe I'll catch a brainwave. You know, Chris, I'm suddenly feeling... The Black Lighthouse and King Ripper in the same thought bubble. Alright. Shoulder Lighthouse. King Ripper. Night of the Ripper. I don't know if I can read this awkward sentence. I don't know if I can read this awkward sentence. There's some kind of common element that bridges the two. Well, the Black Lighthouse gets compared to Last Rites, which I watched, eating the same kinds of chips I ate when watching Saturday of the Sunset with Dan Sefton stars, and he's also Kane Ripper. I feel connected, but not really. Kind of. Isn't it strange how our brains does that sometimes? Riveted stuff, Girl is very strange. Shows no reaction to the scent. He shows no reaction to the scent. Wait, a pocket knife. There's no reason to maim him? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted him to smell it. A knife is good for many things, but it can't do magic. Okay. Can I break into that one room at least? That doesn't make sense. What doesn't it make sense? I knew what I wanted to do. It's locked. Okay, nice knives can't do magic. I don't need to start a fire. Maybe you do, though, actually. Have you thought about that? Maybe you do. As far as there's nothing buried in the leaves. So far. The individual was strong enough to move the barrel with relative ease, but still did so carelessly. Alright, so we can get a second examination off of these. So let's do that. No clear footprints, but whatever ran through here was clearly a biped. A biped. Person had difficulty getting up, uncertain build and stature. Very likely human. This was either someone infirm or out of shape or with obstructed mobility. Hello. Few loose pieces of cotton wool are caught in the bushes. Can I get a sample of it? Can I clear it? Can I clear this out? Alright, let's ask about this cotton, I guess. Want me to point you to a drugstore? And then... Do you have anything to say about this cotton? I'm sure hope you're not planning on loading up another one of your big finds on in the Oceanic. Cook still got all that smell from last time. Besides, you've already got cluttered up with all those necessities of yours. You growing a fungus farm in there? Might dumpster all of it if I see a box twitching. Don't start with this nonsense with the truck again. I messed up their voices. We're traveling lighter than usual, and you can never tell what ends up being useful. Oh, come on, it's just a joke. I prefer if you scope this place out quickly so we can get back to our other more important work. Nice pending anyway. Do you have anything better to do in the meantime? And you think fishing around some stillborn crime scene for scraps beats idling? Honestly, I'd hoped for at least a murder investigation. How about you go tell that to Miss Clarkson? Hey, don't tempt me. Alright, what do you think of this cotton? What is this stuff even used for? Very obvious explanation I can come up with is medical or cleaning related. But this cotton isn't stained or dirty. Looks like it wasn't even used. Someone's waiting here. The direction of the footprints and the duration of the idling indicates this is someone facing toward the path, waiting or observing. God, can I walk just a little bit faster? What I would give for more cardio. Do you know anything about this cotton? Cotton. From inside of pillows. Do you see any pillows around your room? I'll keep an eye out. Girl. I didn't tear my clothes anywhere. Wait. I didn't tear my clothes anywhere, I think. It's not that kind of cotton. This is sterilized cotton wool for everyday use. I didn't have any with me. Oh, hello. This bench was broken recently. Let's ask about a bench, I guess. I didn't have a note for it, so I guess it doesn't matter that the bench is broken recently. I have to go back here to replenish my stock of files. Yeah, I can just replenish it. All right, let's grab some cotton. Long walks. Hey, my name is Christoph. I like long walks to the park, on the pavement. Through the museum grounds. Got a sample. Has its use for various everyday needs like cleaning sensitive objects or keeping wounds sterile and covered up. Was there anything else here? I feel like there wasn't. I'll buy your entire stock of slow walking. Was there anything else? I don't recall. This newspaper is somehow going to be the linchpin. It's the one that's gonna pin the lynch. My kingdom for a sprinter. I don't want to use the newspaper on Vigo. Vigo's a good boy. Doesn't even cause problems, just sitting there. Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. Here. Have some cotton scent. Scent seems to point him towards Shelly Clarkson, but he loses the lead. I can only assume David stole this book from somewhere on our road to Bridgeboro. It's, all things considered, it contains some decent insights. Losing hold of your senses isn't helpful. Stay concentrated and take it slow. Think before you start running all around in all directions, lose track completely. Take notes of your surroundings. Have you familiarized yourself with the area? We most scouts know to think twice before we take things for granted. Don't stare at the surface, start digging. The shiny red berries might be poisonous, while that crooked tree might make for good shelter. Don't know what that's trying to... if it's trying to hit at anything or not. What's with this broken bench? Why does it not add a note? It says recently, too. Alright. Let us check our notes. We have enough for these now. Somehow. Alright. Figure hiding in bushes. Shelly's attacker. So... someone grabbed Shelly. Alright. How did you describe this again? What happened, Shelly? Events of the night. Alright. How can you tell me what happened? She was grabbed. She started screaming. The gates were locked. Someone came and unlocked it. Do you remember which gate? How did you get away? Let go. Someone called. There was a loud bang. You started running. Alright. Tell me about witnesses. We didn't get information there. Shoe prints and flowers. He pushed me and I tripped over right into the flowers. And I just couldn't get up. I thought I was done for. I only realized I was down when I got startled. Alright. So I think that rounds it out to... she grabbed Shelly. That's the attacker. Okay, these clear out once you do stuff. Someone calls out. A third party. Figure falls over. Shelly Clarkson. This is very Oberdin right now. So someone moves a barrel. A third party. I don't know, I guess. Alright, assembling timeline of the scene has made things a small degree clearer, but there's still much to be done. The investigation of the Goddard Public Museum will continue. Alright, we can do this now too. Found in an area of the scene and tied to the time frame of an alleged attack. Piece of cotton. Shoe prints and flowers. Secretive invitation. Was anyone waiting for supported by shoe prints and the flowers? Trample flowers? Which ones we're looking at? Did anyone or anything pursue? Okay, so I guess this is trampled flowers. Drag marks? There. Did anyone or anything pursue Shelly as she fled? No. Supported by... the trampled flowers. Does anything indicate yes? The note. This must be the trampled flowers. No? Wait, what? Found in an area of the scene, and tied to time frame of alleged attack. I mean... Okay. With this scene section solved, you've shown you understand the basic process of working through information and finding solutions. This does not confirm everything around the museum grounds has been discovered. Head over to the museum entrance to end the demo at any time. Okay. It doesn't seem like we can do all of this though. We don't have any names, so I guess that's the end of the demo. We don't have enough information about who was the rest of it. Alright. That's the end of this demo, I guess. That was pretty neat. I think the walking speed is a little slow, but I think the actual solving stuff is pretty good so far. We'll see how that goes in the future. I like Emily, she's funny. And I guess we'll be talking to way more people, and having way more things to do. I like how it's just like very low resolution. How do I leave? Alright, the game left on its own. Now the question is, do we have enough time to do one more thing, or should we just end it now? I think we might have to just end it now. Unless we find another game that's just as short as Lost Wiki demo was. But I think that's probably it. Alright. I guess the stream is a little bit shorter than usual, but it is, you know, it's 8:30 already. So let's go find somebody to raid. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you being here. Let me find the right button. Yeah, there's not gonna be a stream on Saturday. So we'll continue with something else on Tuesday. I'm not sure what that is quite yet, but we'll see. For those of you on YouTube, this is the end of stream. The rest of us on Twitch are gonna go find somebody to raid. I know exactly who we're raiding. It's the usual. But yeah, hope to see you next Tuesday, and hope you all have a good weekend while we decide what we're actually gonna be playing on Tuesday. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. If you have any more suggestions for cool investigation games or puzzle games, that sort of thing, I need to finish Cans of Sin R, by the way. I still need to get back. We'll probably restart from the beginning because it's been a while. But yeah, hope you all have a good one, and hope to see you soon. But yeah, comment, let me know if you got any cool games. I would like to know more information. We have a lot of itch.io, like, I'm collecting a bunch of, like, random itch.io games to play some other time, or sometime soon. The person who made What Happened to the Crew just released a new game. Maybe we'll check that out. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you all have a good one. And yeah, hope to be seeing you soon. Later. Bye!